Romania, 11 years on from the revolution, is a country trying to find its economic feet. But some exports are world famous, like Georgi Hagi, one of the great footballers, Dan Petrescu, the goal-scoring defender, and Jika Popescu, all stars, but team players too. Romania has no real football past. Its legends are all living. Hagi was expected to retreat to a life of domestic bliss after the last World Cup, but events have taken a strange turn. The man they call the Maradona of the Carpathians continues to weave his spell, a scorer of vital goals and veteran of 3 World Cups. At 35, he can't possibly be the force of old, but that wonderful football brain is still working, and his free kicks always spell danger. The little man is nothing more or less than a hero to the people of Romania. The day he got married was treated like a royal wedding with blanket TV coverage. And who else could be named as Romania's footballer of the century?
He's for each player now. When in your country you give this trophy, I think it's very nice for me.
Okay. Hagi, you might recall, announced his international retirement after France '98. He went off to Turkey to play for Galatasaray with his Romanian teammate Popescu. At the same time, Angel Iordanescu bowed out as coach to take over the Greek national side. In came Victor Pachuca, not a universally popular choice. During the reign of the despised dictator Ceausescu, he served time in jail for political reasons. But he could hardly have had a softer start in the Euro 2000 qualifiers. With no Hagi in the Romanian lineup, little Liechtenstein provided the opposition, and hardly anyone provided the crowd. An embarrassing attendance of 2,500 saw Romania win the mismatch 7-0. Romania were really buzzing with a late winner in Portugal. But then Hungary held them 1-1. And unfancied Slovakia escaped with a goalless draw. Pachuca's job was on the line as Romania then scraped past Azerbaijan. Inspiration was needed, and they knew just the man. Hagi was persuaded out of retirement to help in a 2-0 win over Hungary. Romania suddenly felt right again, and the midfield messiah was back.
Everybody in Romania want to come back, and when the Romanian people desire this, I think it was normal, no, for me to come back to national team to help a little bit.
With Portugal threatening to take the one automatic qualifying place in the group, Romania found their form, beating Azerbaijan 4-0 and then taking revenge on Slovakia with a 5-1 away win. As they prepared for the crunch game with Portugal, the table was tight. Romania were just a point clear with 2 games left. The victory would settle it, and it looked good when Hagi's deft header put them in front. Then Luis Figo came up with an equaliser. But the 1-1 result and a last-day win over Liechtenstein sent Romania to Euro 2000.
Now for the intermission. Sit back and enjoy the ivory-tinkling skills of the Romanian star, the one and only Jika Popescu. Thanks, Georgie.
Romania's gimmick of bleaching their hair didn't work at the World Cup. They only reached the last 16, but still got a rousing welcome home. Hagi, by now sporting yet another hairstyle, thought he was saying a tearful farewell to the international stage. But what is it they say? It's not over till the fat lady sings, and she was nowhere to be found. So despite the emotional swan song, Hagi wasn't finished yet.
Am părțit-o doar cu el, n-a strigat în gura mare, n-a hulit, n-a spus minciuni, truda lui nevorbitoare, ne-a făcut pe toți mai buni.
Hagi won't be the only man returning for Euro 2000. There'll be a new coach in charge. Victor Pachuca's thanks for reaching the finals was the sack. Caused the players too many problems, they said. So, cue the return of Emeric Yenai, an international himself in the 60s. He took Romania to the 1990 World Cup in Italy, and before that, he was the mastermind of Steaua Bucharest's European Cup winning side.
It was a spectacular qualification, well deserved by Romania's team. As I have not directly participated in it, I now take the opportunity to congratulate Victor Pachuca and the national team for their successful qualification.
Hagi has played with Yenai before, both at Steaua Bucharest and with Romania. They seem to be running a mutual admiration society.
It's a very good trainer. It's a big experience, and we won the League Champions League with Steaua, and made one World Cup in the Italia 19. I think it's very big experience and very good trainer.
Hagi is a player of the utmost value, who is crucially important in any team he plays for. Hagi can single-handedly decide the outcome of a match, naturally if helped by the others around him.
So, with the coach's blessing, Hagi will strut his stuff in a Romanian shirt for the last time. At least we think it is.
I would like to do my best and do very good in the last Euro Cup and also World Cup. No, after this I led the football, and I want to let very good impression.
The maestro won't be short of mates at Euro 2000. The old guard are still there, like Dan Petrescu, Chelsea's defender, come winger, come midfield man, who's just been voted Romanian Footballer of the Year. Jika Popescu is another 30-something now, mostly found these days in the sweeper role. He had his best years at Barcelona, but he's still a force with Galatasaray, who've had a good run in Europe this season. This could be his curtain call too. The erratic, bull-like but dangerous Viral Moldovan has come up with 4 goals in the qualifiers, but the Fenerbahce striker needs to be at his best after a less than convincing World Cup. Adrian Ilya is the focus of attention among Romania's new generation. With 5 goals to help his team to the finals, the young striker's now an established star, and he's been getting top experience this year in the Champions League with Valencia of Spain. Ilya is a player who's full of tricks, and he seems to be developing a very good chemistry with Moldovan.
It feels good to play next to Ilya. He is, as you said, a talented player, unpredictable and incredibly skillful. He's often able to surprise the opposite team's goalkeeper and defenders due to his inventiveness.
Romania's group is demanding. They face Portugal again, defending champions Germany, and England, who they beat at the World Cup in France.
We are in a very tough group. The toughest group in Euro 2000, in fact. But I trust these players and their desire to do their utmost to at least come out of the group, which is, as you know, Germany, England and Portugal.
The tournament provides a final bow for a generation of Romanian stars. They ooze class but often flatter to deceive. Will Euro 2000 be like the World Cup, where Romania discovered with early elimination that blondes don't always have more fun?